Welcome back. What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of This About That. I think this is episode 10, if I'm not mistaken. And we got a special guest on here, Tyler's uncle. How are we doing today?
Yep.
Man,
Dan
doing
Lewis
great.
From
Doing great.
all the way from Texas.
All the way from Texas.
Thanks, nephew. Thank you, Cody. Yeah, doing good.
Awesome. We're glad to have you on here, and we got some good topics for you guys. So we're gonna dive into first the awaited new video game, NCAA 25. And Tyler, how do we like the game? Because I know you. I was talking to Sean. You were a big Madden guy for a long time, and I know how good you were at that game. And I know that this NCAA 25 is almost, I wouldn't say like completely similar, but the gameplay is very close to each other. So I knew you were going to transition well, and I heard you just been killing everybody. And I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on the game and how you're kind of approaching and what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. It's actually gotten to the point where the guys won't play against me if I play anything over a 3-star team. So
yeah, you got to be like San Diego State or Georgia Southern.
I played Zucci the other day at San Diego State against Alabama in Alabama, and I got destroyed. That wasn't very fun. And then, but other than that, I've kind of cleaned house. Everybody they put in front of me has been decimated. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the game. I think it's great. I like that they've gotten all the teams in there. I don't think that anybody declined the deal to be in the game, so it's been fun playing as Michigan, getting to play as Will Johnson and Mason Graham and Orgy and Donovan Edwards and all that, just running wild. But I've been having a really good time, building a dynasty and doing the career mode, the be a pro or whatever. And it's been a blast. I mean, I don't think I've really, every time I'm on the Xbox now, I'm not playing anything else other than that. So it's been a blast.
Exactly. So the first question I have, Ty, is how come you haven't thrown Unc an invite? Because I'll trash you.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
We should live stream that. Just so if Tyler loses, then he can't run away. We got the evidence.
I just took Ball State to the freaking champion last night against Uncle Matt. Awesome. So
the Ball State Cardinals.
You and I can run on that. Ball State. So fun fact: Ball State and ULM, University of Louisiana Monroe. Yeah. They are the two worst ranked teams in that game. Both ranked 68.
Oh, yeah.
And so we decided to take the two worst teams after he destroyed me when he was Georgia and I was Penn State. But, yeah, Ty, let's go. I don't even know. I'm new to Xbox, so, you might have to send me a friend invite. I'm friends with Ryan on there, but let's go.
Yeah. Send over your gamer tag. And then, Cody, I know you're a big college football nut.
Yeah, dude.
Arkansas or it's Oklahoma.
Dude, how you feeling about everything? I played that game growing up religiously. Like, I have videos on my iPhone of still when I was 14, just mollywopping. I was good, really good at that game. Like, we got to the point where that's all I played. And it was funny. It was like a few years back, and we were all playing at our buddy's house. And one of my buddies, he didn't play as anybody but all-time USC. He wouldn't play as anybody else. So, yeah, Reggie Bush, the whole 9 yards, everything. And nobody would want to play him because we'd all lose. And he looks at me. He's like, "You could take Alabama if you want." I was like, "Okay, I got A.J. McCarron. I'm going to smoke you." And I was talking all shit because he was really good. Like, he would never lose because he'd only play as USC. So, I'd be playing as Ball State because I was a sicko with that game. I'd take the worst team and I'd go against the best team in the game, and I'd win because it just got to the point where you just get like kind of like almost a gameplay in your head, and you could beat at any team at any point. So we played and. Oh, I made him rage quit so bad. I threw like a bomb down the field to like win the game. And he got up and he screamed a few slurs that I can't say on here as loud as he could. And I thought the neighbors were going to get called. It was probably the best moment I've ever had in that game. We were all dying laughing. It was great. But this game is a little bit harder for me to master. I've only played it a handful of times. And I played it for the first time the day it came out. And it was rough. I couldn't pass the ball. I was extremely inaccurate. The defense was not bad, and I could run the football. That's always been I've always been able to run the football in that game, and that's what I do is I run the football.
Cody, I recall about a year and a half ago in Boise, it was about 30 degrees outside. You were wearing nothing but overalls, screaming at the coach of Boise State to run the fucking rock.
I'm telling you, run the football, dude. I've said to the boys, I've said it all every time I've gone to the game, and you've witnessed it live. I start screaming if the offensive line starts losing it, or if we're not running the football. It's like, run the football. If you run the football, you're going to be able to set up. These teams are not going to want to play against you. Get me on the field coaching. I need it.
Get them in there.
Yeah, I couldn't pass. I played at Oklahoma. That's my team. I'm a Sooners fan, and our team is not bad. I'm a little bit weary about going into the SEC, so I think I ended up actually playing in a tournament live for our podcast not too long ago, and I did all right. It's a tough game to master, and I wasn't a big Madden guy. So like Tyler, I feel like it was easy for him to transfer over to NCAA because it was kind of the similar gameplay. For me, it was completely different. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I threw 6 or 7 picks in one game, and I was just having a really rough time. Almost threw the controller at the TV and just got up and left. But I was like, I'm going to finish this one out. So I do want to play. Yeah. But it's been a weird experience for me, and I want to play as the shitty teams against the good teams, but I'm not that way anymore like that. And this game is just so much different. So, but I played as Arkansas yesterday. I really like it because Taylon Green's on there, and he played for Boise State last year, and now he's playing for them. He's their starter. Their coach is on the chopping block.
Like I love Taylon Green. He's because he can move and he can throw deep.
He's so fast.
Their running game is not bad either. But I do want to talk about NCAA 25, the things that I'm missing from my childhood that I wish was back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Number one being the mascots. If you recall, you could do a mascot rumble or whatever it was.
Mascot mashup, baby.
Mascots. I'd always pick the UCF Knights because they were the coolest looking mascot.
Syracuse orange for me.
Dude, Wake Forest Demon Deacons, bro.
Yeah, that was cool. I always played as them too. I have highlights on my phone of me just like slowing down, doing slow mo like of the videos and seeing you just hit them.
I can, if I'm thinking back correctly, I remember being at your house, D-Lou, in. Gosh, I think
where was I living?
I think it was Eureka.
Napa?
Eureka 2 or Napa. But we were playing, and I was the UCF Knights mascot team, and you were the Stanford Trees.
The trees, those are always so much fun to play with Stanford.
Because they don't have arms, so you're getting absolutely crushed by a tree.
And also, you could barely see the football, so good luck stripping it or doing anything. And the best part was if you flip that one button and you were able to do the little flip over them, dude. I timed that up so well, like multiple times where I was just able to flip over defenders and go. And that's one thing I do miss about this game that I think it's missing. And I'm also pissed that you can't do crossover platform on the dynasty mode. You can play online, but you can't
do it
against you. But you can't do like a duel. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's going to take me a while to get used to that game. Like I'm excited to play it again. And like, I mean, God, we've been waiting forever for this game to come out. But I also need to.
2014.
Exactly. So I need to get used to the game again before I can get competitive at it, because it's definitely been one of those games where I've almost rage quit pretty much every time I played. Like I'm just like, I hate this fucking game. Or I hear Sean raging and stuff.
So can we talk about the kicking? Have either of you struggled with the freaking kicking?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
If you try to kick a field goal, you are in any stadium that has any noise. You better be on the 1 yard line.
It's not just field goals; it's freaking
so
kickoffs
bad.
as well. I mean, I sent 2 out of bounds. I'm like, what the heck?
You have to like do this whole like when I first played, I couldn't even. Nobody told me that I had to hold it down the entire way. So I'm like,
my Madden brain was like, oh, I just touch here and then it's going to go up the bar and down the bar. It didn't do that.
Exactly. And I'm just like, the field goals were even worse. Like I was playing against Sean. I had like a 40-yard field goal. Things going like this. I'm playing at. I don't even know where I was playing. It was somewhere in the SEC, and I'm like, well, I'm screwed. The noise meter's all the way to the right, and oh my God, I shanked it so bad. I mean, he got a return on it. It was literally almost the Auburn game in 2013? Was it 2013 where he took that return in the Iron Bowl to win the game, dude? Probably one of the craziest plays I've ever seen.
I was playing against Alabama, and my kicker of Mexican descent, they actually deported him mid-game, which was a little bit strange.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah, anyway, moving on. Next topic we have to cover is our top 10 sports movies of all time. This is a big one.
Yes.
So
this is a big one.
I think we're going to do this. We'll go. I hope you guys have it written down or something. I think we'll all name our 10, and then we'll go 9, and then we'll go 8. So we'll see if any of them match up.
Gotcha.
Question.
Yep.
So a series like Rocky, does it encapsulate one movie, or do you have to individually name the Rocky movie? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I would probably do the exact movie and not the series. Because then you'd have, it's multiple movies. I mean, unless that's like in your top 10, then that's fine. Because the Rocky movies were pretty damn good. So that could definitely count as a good amount of them if you wanted to play it that way.
I marked definitely going to use the series because, I mean, you can't watch one Rocky movie. If I ever accidentally turn on the TV and Rocky's playing, I'm watching all 5 that day. You know?
Well, maybe not 5, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, I had this question when y'all did the wrestling breakdown, and Ty, if you remember, I called you because I was pissed off. I was on the way to the airport, and I was like, "You got to separate it out. You got to do 80s versus current. You got to do tag team versus non-tag team." So that's why I asked the question.
Gotcha. All right. So we'll go around and do like just our 10, and we'll go all the way to 1. Might have to think here a little bit because there's some really good ones, but I think I have my list together.
Yeah,
I didn't really write it all the way down, but I think I could just kind of just think of one and go because I got a lot of them. But who wants to start with their 10? Does anybody want to go first? Tyler, you want to kick it off?
Let's let the guest.
Let's have the guests do their 10. What is your 10th favorite sports movie of all time?
Good Lord, you guys are going to put me on a spot like that. All right. Let's see. Probably going to have to go with Field of Dreams.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. That's a good 10. I like that. That's a good start. Good movie. Good movie. T-Lou, what's your 10?
I've got Sandlot at number 10.
Okay. Yes. Classic summer movie. S'more. Well, s'more of what? I haven't had any. I fucking love that movie. It's a classic. My number 10, kind of an underrated one. I don't think a lot of people have heard of this one. Maybe you have The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg, his brother, who is a heroin addict and goes on and kind of tries to make a legacy for himself. His brother fought Sugar Ray Leonard. I love that movie. It was one of those movies I grew up watching with my dad, so it was always I always loved that one. It was cool.
That is a great movie.
Yeah. All right, number 9.
So I had Sandlot at 9. So
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 9. This is you can tell me it's not a sports movie. I think it is. I got Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah. Hey, NASCAR is sports, so you have to count it. Mm-hmm. My number 9 is probably Benchwarmers.
That's a good one.
I love Benchwarmers, comedy, good feel movie. I just think it's a hilarious. It's a great one. It's like 3 grown men playing against kids, and then they make something out of it. I think it's a funny one. So that's my number 9. Number 8.
I'm going the OG Rocky.
Yep. Okay. I like that one, OG Rocky. That's classic. T-Lou, what's your number 8?
I got Air Bud.
Air Bud. Okay. Yes.
Air Bud with the basketball.
You know what? Good one. Good movie. I think an underrated movie. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people will put that.
Everybody watched. It's
a classic. I don't think anybody's
ever not seen the original Air Bud.
Bingo. Yeah, I think so too. My number 8 is the original Sandlot. You guys it's already been said. Yep. I love that movie. We all grew up on it. And if you haven't seen it, you've been living under a rock. So I think it's a classic movie and everybody needs to see it. Number 7.
All right. So we already talked about NASCAR, and y'all are a little younger than I am, but Burt Reynolds, Stroker Race.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, my
I don't think I have. Is it
Tyler, you remember your dad always saying it? Give me a Dr. Pepper. A ham sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. Dude, watch it. I'm serious. It's funny as hell.
I will.
There's a fantastic song that goes along with that movie.
There is.
Charlie Daniels Band.
No, it's not Charlie Daniels. Eastbound and Down. It's by
Eastbound and Down was for Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, you're right.
Stroker Ace by Charlie Daniels
Man,
Band.
another good movie.
Okay,
Smoker Ace was on the race.
I was thinking about Jerry Reed and all the songs he did with Burt Reynolds. Okay. You're right.
Tyler, what is your number 7?
My number 7 is He Got Game with Denzel Washington and Ray Allen.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Not one that is on my list, but it's a good one. My number 7 is Slapshot. That funny hockey movie. I just think it's hilarious. One of my favorite scenes is when they're on the ice and the ref comes up to all three of them and he's like, it's like during the Canadian national anthem and he's like, none of that horseplay today. I'll throw you guys out so quick. And he's like, shut up. I'm trying to listen to the fucking song. And is like screaming this ref while they're doing the Canadian national anthem. I think it's just a great, funny movie.
I love that.
And it's just like, I don't know, stereotypical like bad boy hockey. I find it great. I think it's a good one. Number 6.
At number 6, I have Space Jam.
Okay.
At number 6, I have Miracle.
All right. Yeah. Miracle's on my list. Not yet there though. My number 6, man, this is a tough one. It's kind of a weird spot. Ooh, you know what? What is it? Is it called? What's it called? I want to make sure that I have this. White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, that's a
There's a classic movie. I love that movie. I was like making sure I had the title of it because it was kind of a long one.
Man.
I love that movie, dude. It's such a classic. Like it was another movie I watched with my dad growing up, and it's a funny movie, and I think it's just great, dude. Two guys teaming up. White Man Can't Jump. I love the scene where he's just like sitting there in that back alley trying to prove himself that he can dunk, and it's just like, I think it's just a fantastic movie. And if you haven't seen it, like, it's definitely a good one, and I'd recommend it. We are in our number 5, I believe.
5 spot.
The 5 spot. Oh, that's why I have Rocky 4.
Okay.
So this dropped in the early 80s, and I mean, y'all young bucks, you weren't even alive, but Rocky 4 dropped right when we were having a bunch of issues with Russia, and President Reagan at that time was, being very vocal about it, and just the symmetry and the whole thing and how it meshed together, like emotionally, it hit you in a ton of different spots. So Rocky 4 for me, for sure.
Also, the greatest training montage video of all time.
And soundtrack wise, it was fire.
Yes, it was. 100%. Tilu, you're number 5.
A movie very close to my heart, Moneyball.
Okay. All right. Moneyball's a good
Story
one.
of the greatest win streak of all time with the hopeless Oakland Athletics led by Billy Beane.
Yes. Good movie. I think I saw that movie for the first time actually just a few years ago. So Keaton recommended it and I was like, all right, I got to see it.
Oh, that's so good.
My number 5 is probably Hoosiers, the Indiana high school basketball movie, classic movie. My dad's a big Indiana college basketball fan, and most people know that Indiana is like literally just known for high school, pretty much basketball. Like they're just a basketball state. It's just a small town movie, like small town team. It kind of just really like hones in the small town vibe and what those kids are able to do. And if anybody knows anything about Indiana, it's just known for basketball. So it's a big traditional movie. So I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, classic.
That was such a great call out. I didn't even put it in my top 10. Now I'm regretting myself in my life choices. But yeah, that's such a good one. And
it is a good one.
Not to mention Disney had done one in a similar way of Remember the Titans. I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head, but it was a small Texas school. It was right around kind of the same theme as Remember the Titans, around the time of integration and all that. But super good. Look it up if you get a chance. It's really good to watch.
Yes.
All right, so 4. We have 4.
Number 4.
That's where I have White Man Can't Jump.
Okay. Yes. Good. Yeah, I was hoping that was in somebody else's list too, because that's a good one. I really like that movie. Yeah. stereotypical white guy on the court. So it's awesome. Great passer. Always can pass.
That's me.
If I'm on the court, I'm slinging the rock, passing. That's about all I can do. T. Lou?
At number 4, I had a little bit of a tie. If I'm not allowed to have a tie, then one of them will become an honorable mention.
Okay.
But I've got a tie between Rocky 2.
Ooh.
I like when he beat Apollo Creed. And then the original Longest Yard.
Oh.
The original Longest Yard is a good one. Dude, that is a good movie, dude. It's that big guy from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And he's just he's supposed to be, and he's just like curling 405. My number 4 is Friday Night Lights. Permian, Texas, classic football movie, just really hones in that traditional high school football in Texas and that tradition. And it's another movie I grew up watching, and I love that. Boobie Miles, man. What a ball player. And yeah, that's my number 4. Love that movie. All right, number 3, getting to the top 3 here.
All right, so I don't know how it hasn't been mentioned or the series hasn't even been mentioned, but Mighty Ducks.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
Mighty Ducks is a good one, man. I'm kind of regretting myself a little bit here. Damn,
right?
That's a classic. Yeah, that's.
I was thinking the same thing with the Hoosiers.
I'm going to come clean here.
We were watching.
I've never seen the Mighty Ducks.
What?
I don't think.
Oh my God, are you serious, dude? If Sean heard you say that, he'd freaking decapitate you. Oh my God, dude, you've never seen Mighty Ducks before?
Yeah, I know it had Ralph Macchio in it. I'm just kidding. I know it's not Ralph Macchio.
I swear to God, nephew, if I could jump through this screen and stranglehold you, I would do it right now. I mean,
see, Mighty Ducks, I feel like I have a few other movies that I think I have over it, but it's definitely right there in my top 10. Like, it could get switched around, I think, on a few days. At least some of the ones that we've mentioned that I haven't put in there, I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's always a point in time when you're doing a list like this where you look back and you're like, man, I could have like put something else in there. And Mighty Ducks is one that I think I should have done like in my somewhere around 5 or 6, and I regret not doing it. But move on. So Tyler, what's your 3?
Number 3, I have 42. The story
is it number 4? Are we on 4?
No, number 3.
I thought we were on 3.
Hold on a second. I got to count again.
I think we're on 3. Yeah.
Oh crap! I got too many. Hold on. Can I get an ad lib to my 3?
Yeah. Go
like
ahead.
Like a tie.
Yeah.
Miracle.
Yeah. 100%. Yep.
Miracle. Okay.
Yep. Miracle. 100%. How's that? Both hockey movies.
I love it.
Exactly. The hockey movies are some of my favorites. I love it.
And at number 3, I had 42, Story of Jackie Robinson. Chadwick Boseman had a perfect performance in that movie, and it was enjoyable until
very good one. Very good movie.
Yeah.
My number 3 is going to be The Blind Side. I think, even though there's been speculations about how the story went and if it's truthful or not, I just think it was just like, a heartfelt story. I think it was a good one. Michael Orr was a beast. If you remember him, he was a good offensive lineman in the NFL. Tore it up at Ole Miss, and I think it's a classic. So it's a really good one. Number 2,
I have Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Just OG classic. Just probably one of the best movies of all time, in my opinion.
From the soundtrack to the film, like, just amazing.
Yeah, 100%.
At my number 2, I have, and then I'm sure this is not going to be a popular pick, but I just love this movie, The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Okay. All right. It's a good movie.
It's the one, if you guys have seen it, but.
I don't know how it made it 2 for you. But...
Damon, and I want to mention real quick, there's a movie that I left off my list that I completely forgot about, would have probably had my 2 spot instead, or pushed everything down, and that is Coach Carter. With
yes.
Yeah,
yep.
That's a fantastic.
That was I was actually about to put that. I actually have it up on my tabs right now because I was going to put it in my top 10, but I think I'm going to have it as an honorable mention as I do some other ones. My number 2 is Remember the Titans. Just straight up classic. I grew up watching Remember the Titans. It's a great movie, great story. It kind of shows you how, 2 separate groups of people coming together and playing some fucking football, and it's an amazing movie. So it's one of my favorites for a reason. And we're on our number one.
All right, so this is going to be possibly controversial. You guys, today's a day and age we don't think of this as a sport. Back in the day, it was. So, my number one sport movie is Gladiator.
Oh
yeah, you know what, dude? I didn't even think about that. Oh no, yeah.
Chew on that for a minute.
I like that.
Yeah, you know what? I like that pick. I really do. That's a good number one pick. Like you won't see a lot of people doing that, but they don't really think of it as
that's a great one.
Initially a sports movie, but it totally is. That's a good number one. I really like that. Yeah, that's a good one. Hell yeah. All right.
And my number one is Remember the Titans.
Yep. I think it should be in everybody's top three at least. And if you don't have it in your top three,
it is that good.
Yeah. My number one is Miracle on Ice. Miracle. Dude, that's the one movie where might be shedding a few tears here and there every time I watch it. I'm just like, it's just great, dude. Cold War, Soviet Union, best hockey team probably ever. They beat the NHL All-Stars 6-0. You're playing against a ragtag bunch of kids, basically, all on different college teams that all played against each other. There's some beef in there. I just think it's just great. A huge American story and probably one of the best, I think, sports moments in history. My dad watched the game live. He said it was just unreal, like just an amazing game to watch. And he's like, I wish you were alive for that because that was just crazy with everything going on in our world. Miracle, I think, is my number one. I do have some honorable mentions. Coach Carter is in there.
So do I.
Coach Carter, Rocky. I can bounce Rocky, the original Rocky, in there. I think I did say Rocky was like my number 7 or 6, but I feel like I could have gotten higher on that. And A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own. Major League, another good one. All honorable mentions that I think I could have put in somewhere in my 6 to 10 range, I think. So there's definitely some good ones up there. So, Have
we gone top 15? I definitely would have thrown in The Natural with Robert Redford. Also League of Their Own. And then
what's that?
Total brain fart. Totally forgot the other one. There's a Stallone one where it's an arm wrestling thing.
I know exactly what you're talking about. What's the movie called? He goes in the bar and he turns his hat backwards.
Over the top.
Yeah, there it is. That's a good one too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Another honorable mention, I think, is The Rookie. Another baseball movie. Old guy, I believe he's in Texas, coaching high school football, gets a chance to kind of show his stuff at the MLB. Kind of way past his prime, but ends up throwing some heat and getting some calls from those major league ball clubs. So pretty good movie. I
have 3 honorable mentions here. Number 3 being Rocky 3, if nothing more than just for the line of
it's the worst Rocky movie ever.
If nothing more
outside of 5.
The line of from Carl Weathers, there is no tomorrow, because there's nothing better than that.
That is a good scene. Very good scene.
And then I've got Bull Durham.
Yeah, Bull Durham's a good one too. That's on a lot of people's top number 1 of all time.
And
I know
another
that.
good one, Dodgeball.
Yeah, dude. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Great classic movie. I love that one too. Mighty Ducks is definitely in my honorable mention. I think I could have thrown that in top 5.
Another one nobody mentioned. I'm surprised it didn't come from Uncle. Major League.
League. Love Major League. Great movie.
It was there, right? But
Charlie Sheen was in that one, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure it makes the top 15, but I mean, it's there. Like Joe Boo and the Curse and Charlie. Yes, no, it's a good movie.
What's that sports movie with Shaq? They show the basketball movie with Shaq. He's it's
Shazam.
I think was it Shazam? They're playing as it's like their team was like light blue. It wasn't even. I don't even think it was LSU. Obviously, they didn't have it as LSU because I think it was like copyright issue. But
the superhero movie Steel that he was in.
What was that movie, man? I'm really curious now.
Another good one. The Game Plan with The Rock.
Blue Chips. Blue Chips. Yeah, that was a good one. I love that movie. 94, I believe it was when it was released.
Another good one, the Goon.
Yes, that was on my honor. That was going in my head too. Like I love the Goon, dude. Love that movie. Oh man, I think Happy Gilmore can go in there.
Rudy could have been up there. Yeah,
Rudy.
Happy Gilmore.
Rudy,
Yeah, I was kind of surprised Rudy didn't make the list at all for anybody. The movie that I referenced earlier that was kind of like Remember the Titans basketball movie, Glory Road. It's on Disney.
Yeah,
Plus.
another good one. Invincible. I loved Invincible, Eagles movie, and then what was The Replacement? Super underrated. I love The Replacement, dude. That was a funny ass movie. I really enjoyed that.
USA is up there too.
McFarland, yeah, that was a really good movie, dude. I watched that.
Speaking of Texas football, Varsity Blues.
Yes. Oh my God. Why was that not on my? I am pissed right now.
Yeah.
That should have been
Tweeter. Tweeter was one of the best characters ever.
Tweeter, dude, freaking Billy Bob drinking the syrup in the pickup.
Another great one that I probably should have put in mind.
Caddyshack, another good one.
Up as well.
Oh, dude, I'm pissed about the Varsity Blues one. I cannot believe I didn't think about that. I just watched that movie like 2 weeks ago too. That's such a good one. Oh, that's a top 10 one.
Another one that could have probably made it and didn't. Karate Kid.
Yeah, Karate Kid could have made an appearance.
Yeah.
I know that's in a lot of people's top 10s too. So
everybody, there's our all of our top 10 sports movies and the few honorable mentions we've thrown in there. And if you guys want to leave down in your comments a movie we missed that you thought should have been in there, or give your own top 10, please feel free. But we're going to move on to our next topic. And this one's going to be a little bit of fun. We're going to do a breakfast bracket to determine the best breakfast food. And this is something, not everybody eats breakfast every day, but I don't think I've ever met anybody who doesn't enjoy a good breakfast from time to time. So we're going to throw this up here. Let's get it going. Here we are. Share.
I'm excited about this one. I'm a big breakfast food guy. So
we are going to see if this works.
FYI, for all the people listening, my favorite breakfast food, because we're not doing the top 10 for this one, is chicken fried steak. I've had chicken fried steak pretty much at every breakfast spot I've ever been to in my entire life, and I rank it out of 10. And I've had a lot of good ones. And my favorite is actually, either Lambert's in Alabama. We were in Alabama, and we went to Lambert's, like an original cafe place where they throw like hot rolls at you. It's pretty cool. And then Goldie's Breakfast in downtown Boise has one of the best chicken fried steaks I've ever had in my life. And I think chicken fried steak is just a total breakfast, all the sides, all this stuff. It's good stuff. So gotta have it.
You guys seen the screen okay? And I'll read these off, obviously, as well. But
we can. Before we get started, Tyler, you remember when you came out here and I took you to Ramsey's and you ordered pretty much freaking everything on the menu?
This food is so cheap that you can.
Chicken fried steak to biscuits and gravy.
They wanted like $4.
There wasn't enough room on the table for how much food you ordered.
Yeah, Tyler was getting the whole 9 yards, dude.
I have a picture of you and I at that restaurant somewhere in here. But without further ado, we'll get started.
Let's do it.
Round one, we've got the first one here. Eggs versus energy bars. And I don't think anybody's going to pick.
Okay. Good old eggs. Clears that every single day.
We're good there. All right. Donuts or croissants again?
Donuts. The only exceptional answer for croissants is the chocolate croissants. And even then, doesn't even come close to the donuts. So moving on.
Scones versus coffee cake.
Oh, geez. Ooh, I'm a coffee cake guy. I really like scones. Scones are good, but coffee cake is so good.
If you're in a bind and you don't have a fresh coffee cake at your house, Hostess makes a great coffee cake.
Yeah, dude. Gas station coffee cake is still pretty good. So, coffee cake. 100%.
Now, this is where this could be a good matchup here. Breakfast burrito versus an omelet.
Oh, breakfast burrito all day, I think.
Yeah, I'm breakfast burrito
guy. I think omelets are great. There's a lot of variety. But so, so with the breakfast burrito as well. But I think
I
breakfast.
just think, there's never been a situation where I was like eating an omelet and I was like, what would really suck if it was wrapped around this omelet right now?
Tortilla. Yeah. I love that, dude. I think breakfast burrito is a good option.
A vessel to hold all this amazingness in. Yes, no.
Exactly. And nothing better than some Cholula with that breakfast burrito.
Yep. And then, are you guys, speaking of Cholula, are you guys like put it in the burrito, or are you guys
I'm a put it on the bite type of guy.
Yes.
I'm inside.
I will do it inside the burrito, but if it's like I'll just get a bunch of sides for it. I think just every bite, I'm like, oh yeah, loaded up with some Cholula, and Valentina's. I think is a good hot sauce too, but I think Cholula is better, especially on breakfast food. But
all right, we got bagels versus French toast.
French toast.
Not a bread guy. I'm gonna have to go bagels because I go everything bagel.
Yeah, you know what? And I like the variety that the bagels give me, so I'm going bagels here as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I do love a jalapeno cheddar bagel, dude. Oh man, those are good.
Or Asiago cheese.
Yeah, or like a Parmesan. That one's good too. There's a lot of varieties in bagels. I do love French toast, man. Though I will say.
Is that a fucking bowl of fruit?
That is cereal. Apparently,
okay.
Cereal.
Toast.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go cereal.
I think I'm gonna go cereal. I think there's a lot more variety there.
Now,
and we just did like a top 10 cereal, I think, bracket not too long ago.
Yeah, we did. But real quick, let's go. Just your favorite cereal, top of your head.
Fruity Pebbles.
My favorite cereal, and this is a psychopathic answer, and I'm very, very sorry, is Frosted Mini Wheats. Sorry, they're just delicious. You got to do them right. Don't over soak the thing. You want to keep it right below, and it's just deliciousness. I do love Captain Crunch, though. Peanut butter Captain Crunch might be one of my favorites ever.
My favorite is also Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is so good. I love me some Fruity Pebbles, though.
Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles are good, great too. But Fruity Pebbles they're in a certain thing where it's like if you have you could have a gallon jug of just dry Fruity Pebbles. You only need one splash of milk.
Exactly.
Right. And so
it's nice with that consistency.
And here's the game changer, Fruity Pebbles, right? So, like Tyler said, just splash milk, but then take you a spoon of peanut butter and slap it on the side of the bowl and dip that in every now and then.
Oh,
crap.
a little bit of fruit with the peanut butter.
Just got a secret. Right.
All right, dude. I think I'm gonna have to try that out. I've never tried that, and I'm a big peanut butter guy. So
Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles.
Yep, it works for Fruit Loops also. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This should be a no-brainer, and I'm gonna be really disappointed if it's not. Toaster strudel versus so essentially toaster strudel versus Pop-Tarts.
Strudel.
I think I'm going with. I'm gonna have to go with a toaster strudel.
Really?
I think a toaster strudel warm with that drizzleness is just way better than a Pop-Tart.
Man, you guys are killing me here.
Sorry,
but you know what? A Pop-Tart is one of my go-to fishing snacks, though. Always got to have the Pop-Tart with me while I'm out on the water.
Yeah. Now this is a hard one, and I think that cinnamon rolls. I'm going biscuits and gravy here.
Oh God!
Over cinnamon rolls,
Tyler.
Oh yeah, biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy all day long, and I think that cinnamon rolls are great. They're in the
cinnamon rolls are great.
They are the unfortunate circumstance of having to go up against biscuits.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
Could you have put cinnamon rolls up against one of the other shitty ass things that we already voted out unanimously? Because I mean,
no, I randomized this a couple times.
Okay,
so this is where
biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, biscuit and gravy. Dude, my neighbor used to make homemade biscuits and gravy when we were growing up, and it's just like the best. I love it.
Switching sides, we got coffee versus smoothies. I'm not a coffee drinker. I go smoothie here, but
coffee.
I'm a big coffee guy. Sorry, Tilu. Just had me a cup.
I didn't expect to win that. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I'm a big coffee guy.
Fruit bowl versus yogurt.
Give me the yogurt all day. A little bit of granola in there. I'll take that over fruit bowl all day.
Give me the fruit bowl just if I can get a little bit of watermelon in there.
Can I mix some rum into the fruit bowl?
You can absolutely put the heat on the
sure.
bowl.
There we go. Fruit bowl.
Yeah, fruit bowl. I think that goes there. So I'm a big yogurt guy.
This might be the matchup of the day: pancakes versus bacon.
Bacon.
Shit.
Bacon.
I'm going bacon here.
God, I really want to go bacon, but my heart's telling me pancakes. But I think bacon is just bacon is really good though. I really can't. A crispy bacon. I'm one of those guys that likes my bacon crunchy, like done bacon.
I'm going bacon here.
Yeah.
So bacon's moving on. Sausage versus Canadian bacon.
Sausage.
Sausage. Yep.
Canadian bacon.
Now,
suck
waffles versus crepes. And if
Waffles.
you are a blue-blooded American,
I love crepes, but waffles all day.
Okay.
yeah, I'm waffles here as well.
And now we're talking all brands of crepes. So your sweet crepes, your savory crepes. We're talking everything, right?
Yeah.
No, only.
Or we can do the same. Well, we can match it up with any flavored waffle too if you wanted to do that.
Right.
Well, there's really not a savory waffle.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not a sweet guy for breakfast, so I'm gonna have to go crepes because I like a savory crepe.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
I do like the waffle.
Yeah,
I'm
here with the waffles.
Waffles are so good.
Waffles moving on up. Hot tea versus milk.
A glass of milk, please.
Milk here all day. Yep. Orange juice versus muffins.
Oh, that's just a horrible matchup. Oh, damn. That hurts my soul because I love me a nice fresh glass of orange juice.
Yeah, but I could smash multiple Costco.
But I can literally, I can ham some poppy seed muffins or even some lemon and chocolate chip. All the muffins can get. So I just might have to put muffins, but I love me some orange juice.
I'll go OJ.
Well, 2-1. Orange juice, we love you so much, but sorry.
Horrible. I feel bad for the placement that he had.
Oatmeal versus hash browns.
Hash browns.
Hash browns, yeah. Unanimous. I thought that might go that way. All right, on to round 2. Eggs versus donuts, and unfortunately, I think donuts might be in the wrong category. I'm going donuts here.
Eggs.
I think I'm gonna have to go eggs, Tilu. Love me a donut, but I feel like the eggs is just a better option.
It's just, there's gonna be some matchups on here where
it's just some tough.
You might be great. You can be as great as you can be, but you might not make it out of round 2 just based off your competition.
So what we don't have on here is we don't have kolaches.
What are kolaches?
Okay, so
I'm kind of
the like bread with the sweet top on top or whatever.
No, so it's like think of like a pig in a blanket, right? Mm-hmm. But you can get sausage, you can get boudin, you can get.
I need to have some boudin when I'm down in
yes.
Texas. I've heard that stuff is so good, and I see it everywhere. I'm like, God, it looks too good. I realize why people are so like. When I went to the South, I went on a whole road trip, and I was just like, I get why everybody here is just like ginormous. It's just there's so much good food, you can't escape it. When I was in Texas, everywhere I turned, good food. Alabama, Louisiana, North Carolina. I mean, every place had.
I did some damage on a 3-pound cinnamon roll.
Yeah, you did.
I did some damage on a 3-pound. What are you?
What was that, San Antonio?
I don't know. Your friends got it for us.
Oh, it's a cinnamon roll shop in San Antonio. Yeah,
that's where I was at. I was in San Antonio.
All right, coffee cake versus breakfast burrito.
Breakfast burrito.
Burrito. Yep.
All day. It's not even close.
Bagels versus cereal. I'm going cereal here again.
I'm gonna have to go with a. I'm gonna have to go with bagel here. I think I'm gonna stick with bagel.
Same, because it's so dimensional. You can add.
Yeah, you can have
egg, like cereal. I mean, cereal's got a spot for me. It's more dessert, but yeah, bagel.
Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy against a toaster strudel.
Biscuits and gravy all day
long. All right. Coffee versus a fruit bowl.
Coffee.
I thought so. Bacon versus sausage.
Oh, bacon.
Bacon, I'm gonna go sausage.
I love sausage, but I think I have to go bacon here.
I'm gonna go bacon as well.
Oh, that's such a tough one.
If you throw a thick cut bacon at me, I'm eating the whole.
Oh God, some thick cut bacon, dude, cooked to perfection. Oh my goodness.
So
give me a whole plate.
So I've never made homemade bacon, but from the hog and the deer we got last season, I just made breakfast sausage a couple weeks ago, and y'all, it is so freaking good. Like, I made links, I made patties. Like, sausage is where it's at, but maybe I'll try making bacon.
Heck yeah. All right, milk versus waffle. I think waffle just clears this one.
Give me the waffle. Yeah.
Waff.
Yeah, I'm not going to even vote because fuck them.
All right. Muffins, hash browns.
Ooh, hash
browns.
Give me the hash browns.
So. Okay.
Give me the hash browns. Dude, I love hash browns, dude. I love them. They're so good.
There we go.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here.
We are in the quarter. I know.
Breakfast
burrito. Breakfast burrito.
Breakfast burrito.
That's what I was thinking.
Because it's got egg in it. Damn it.
Yeah. Breakfast burrito. Bagels versus biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yep.
This is going to be a gnarly top 4.
Yeah, I know.
This is going to be so bad. Oh, coffee and bacon.
Bacon.
Yep.
Give me the bacon. Give me the bacon.
Well.
Oh, no.
Waffles versus hash browns.
Hash browns. Fuck.
Ooh, I think I'm
going
gonna
to
have
waffles.
I think I'm gonna have to go with hash browns, T-Lou. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I love me some waffles, but I think I could house way more hash browns than I could.
I wanted to give my reasoning real quick behind why I was so against pancakes. I think pancakes are the ugly stepbrother of the waffle.
It's true.
I think some places
superior in every single way.
So Tyler, this morning we took leftover mashed potatoes and we chopped up some pepperoncinis and some onion and we put them in a waffle iron and we made waffles from them. Kyan and I did, and dude, they are freaking fantastic.
That sounds amazing.
Waffles are incredible.
They are incredible,
but potatoes are better.
Yeah.
All right, semifinal. Breakfast burrito. Biscuits and gravy, bacon, and hash browns. Some real industry titans in the breakfast field. Let's get into it. You got breakfast burrito versus biscuits and gravy.
Oh, no. This is I might have to just flip a coin on this one. This is one of those things where I just don't know if I could decide. Oh, damn. This is tough, man. I think I'm going to have to go breakfast burrito.
I'm going to go biscuits and gravy. And
okay. And I'm not mad if it's biscuits and gravy, but I think I'm going with burrito.
Because biscuits and gravy, if you have a great breakfast burrito, you might have another great breakfast burrito in a couple of weeks. If you have great biscuits and gravy, that is very hard to find. Fantastic biscuits and gravy.
Yep, I agree.
That's
Tyler,
why
I think I'm going to go with
Tyler, have you found that before?
Huh?
Have you found that before?
I've had yours, and I've had a restaurant in Texas's, and they were both fantastic. But, every time you come over, I always ask you to make biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, so for sure. That's where I'm leaning because I've been making it for 30 plus years and it's bomb. So, yeah, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. And you can just tell when you go somewhere and the biscuits and gravy are bad, it'll ruin your whole day.
Yep.
I can live with a bad breakfast burrito.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be thinking about bad biscuits and gravy all day. So that's what makes great ones great and bad ones bad.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon versus hash browns. This is another, this is one of the better, more competitive brackets Cody and I have ever done.
Yeah, this is the tough one, dude. It was kind of like that.
And again, I think we're going to let you decide on this, D-Lou. Me and Cody will vote first, but I'm going bacon here.
I think I'm still going to stick with the hash browns. I think I'm still sticking with the hash browns. The hash browns are I just love them, dude. Extra crispy hash browns with a little Tabasco, dude. Oh,
this pick,
pepper.
Speculation, but I'm pretty sure that whoever wins this side is just lamb to the slaughter of biscuits.
Yes, unfortunately, I know where I'm going with my final. And
yeah. I mean, we could just call it for what it is. But have you ever had hash browns with some diced red onion in them and salt, a little pepper, and just all melds together, and the flavor is just, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm taking hash browns all day.
Yeah, I'm taking hash browns over bacon. Oh, man.
And I think this is going to be a wash.
Unfortunately, this is
gravy over hash browns.
I also have biscuits and gravy as the winner. Even though I had breakfast burrito, that was going to be kind of a toss-up. I was just going to ask Siri to flip a coin. So I think biscuits and gravy is probably one of the best, if not the best, breakfast food of all time.
Yeah, I'd agree. I feel like hash browns got the run that Panda Express got on your guys' fast food thing not that long ago. But biscuits and gravy for sure.
Yep. 100%.
So there you have it, folks. The best breakfast
biscuits and gravy
to us is biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
And if you've never had biscuits and gravy, go outside.
Get from under the rock like Patrick.
About it,
and get you some biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Leave your parents' basement.
And if we're missing anything, ladies and gentlemen, which I think we covered most breakfast food groups, at least the popular ones. If we miss anything, or if you guys have something else in there that you want to throw, put it in the comments and we'll review it, and we'll compare what we have with yours.
Yep.
And I believe that's gonna close out all of the rest of the stuff we have today. I think that was it. like always, we appreciate you guys tuning in.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Uncle Dan, for joining.
Yes,
really awesome.
Appreciate you being on here. This is awesome.
You on again for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So, yeah, it was great having you on.
Definitely interested in coming out there and doing a
100%. You don't even have to ask me twice.
Out, so
you don't even have to ask me twice.
As well.
But yeah, like we said, thank you guys very much. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Settle Down Media. We're on there, Spotify. We're on everything. So share it, like it, repost, tell your friends, tell your family. And yeah, thank you guys very much.
Thanks, everybody.